Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and sometime soon, this page may disappear completely from my roster forever. So breathe it in, enjoy it while you can, because Spidey won't be hanging there for too much longer. Hang in there, baby, as the saying goes. So anyways, let's have another edition. Let's play another round of Who's That Whale? Where I'm going to be crafting my card that is already quite good. So we've gone through this song and dance a few times already, 2 times already, 3 times if you count the Luna Snow card. I was actually planning on not making this video because I was gonna make this video in a different way, and I was going to equip the Luna Snow card that I already crafted because it has 2% pierce and it has some good stats that I need, like ignore defense. But I realized that if I equip the Luna Snow card, Alex, you only have 5 cards. I did the math. I would have to unequip or lose either Black Widow or Loki, and both of those cards have cooldown on them. So we are at a critical juncture in our card crafting, what do you want to call it? Bonanza, journey, odyssey. Basically, when I craft this Civil War card, this cable card, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping for cooldown. I know the card already has cooldown, but we're hoping for more cooldown because then I'll be able to unequip Loki or Black Widow and not suffer the consequences, because I don't actually have a super duper, 33% cooldown is actually pretty high. But anyways, you know what I'm saying. If I don't get cooldown, I can't equip one of those cards, because I can't go from 33 to 23, or 22 in this case, right? It's just going to cripple my builds. Some of my builds are overcapped by a little bit. Like, let's just take a random character here. Boom, Doctor Strange. Let's take a look. Okay, he's 0.4. So he would go from 0.4% overcapped to, 10%, 10.6% undercapped. He would be screwed, basically. So, and for Doctor Strange especially, you think the cooldown doesn't matter, but it actually does, because his 5th skill has a cooldown. And so if you don't have max cooldown, then you can't cast the 5th skill often enough, and then you're kind of boned. So just before we start crafting this cable card, I just want to briefly go through and point out, so I finished the testing here for all of the characters that I have tested for. Sorry, Jessica Jones et al. Down here. And I also could not test Daredevil from 2 to 4% pierce because in between going from 2 to 4% pierce, I swapped out his rage for a regen, but he wasn't that good, right? He was doing stage 7 with 30 seconds left, which is a little bit better, a little bit worse than Quicksilver. That's not a very high bar for a character that supposedly was good for Null because he's got base 70% ignore dodge. So yeah, that was what it was. Iron Fist was way better, going up to stage 9, doing the same time. He's killing it. So I just want to highlight some of the characters that were really, really good and actually gained a lot from that extra 2% pierce. So yes, Iron Fist gained a whole minute from 2% pierce, going up from 2 to 4, which is wild. Moon Knight gained an insane amount, but he went from rage to energy. So I put them in brackets, but I want to really illustrate that for those of you that have a rage on Moon Knight or you haven't built up Moon Knight yet. He's very, very good. This was stage 8. I did use Crescent, so keep that in mind. It's Crescent and Valkyrie, so the Crescent lead is it's twice as good as like Winter Soldier or Hulk's lead, but having 2 minutes left with a CTP of energy is absolutely insane. So he definitely gains a lot from not only the energy, but then the synergy between a CTP of energy and the pierce effect. Thor and Carnage actually also gained a lot on stage 8. They gained more than a minute, which actually really surprised me. And then the character that really didn't gain much, which surprised me as well, was Odin. He seems to be just about as good. He was struggling a lot with 0 pierce. 2% pierce has made him much more consistent, but that consistency has basically plateaued. So it's very, very strange with Odin. There may be something else going on, but I don't think it's my playstyle. So yeah, I gotta really investigate that one a little bit further. But most characters gained anywhere from like 45 seconds to a minute. It's fairly consistent. Sharon Rogers gained about a minute. Ghost Rider gained about a minute. Moonstone gained about a minute or 50 seconds. Null continues to go up in time, despite the fact that I'm only getting 2% pierce. Like, going up 2 stages and having 40 more seconds is actually a huge change. That's more to do with my playstyle. Null is one of the hardest characters to use against Null, because a lot of your burst damage comes from comboing your 6th skill and your 2 skill with your energy proc. And the 6th skill, once you open the gate, once he rips open that gate and sends out all the symbiotes, it doesn't move. There's no tracking on that skill. Or there's like tracking in the sense of it hits stuff in front of it, but it doesn't move with you if you move or if the enemy moves. So Null likes to push you away from your attacks, which reduces your damage. So there's a lot of RNG there. and your playstyle definitely affects it. But yeah, pretty much everybody gained. Quicksilver actually gained more than a minute. He gained a minute and change. That was actually pretty impressive. But everybody went up. Again, some more than others, but it was a pretty good bump. And we did talk about in a previous video I did talk about, so I don't want to talk about it too much more. But Beta Ray Bill basically plateaued, kind of like Odin plateaued, where he's just not getting any faster. But those are the results. Those are the values of 2 to 4% Pierce. I definitely still think it's worth going for the next 2% Pierce after you've gotten 2 to go to 4. Now I'm going to be going to 6% Pierce. Keep in mind, I'm not giving you guys and I'm not necessarily tracking the data because I just know that it's true about Squad Battle. Squad Battle is definitely affected by Pierce, and you will see a pretty sizable increase to your scores if you play Squad Battle consistently on manual and you track your points. I used to only be able to cap out around 6 million, 6.5 maybe on a good day with Ghost Rider. As you can see, we're up to almost 8 million now. I would say each 2% Pierce is probably adding 500,000 points to my runs, which is crazy. And it's the same thing for Luna. I was around 7 million before I got Pierce. Now I'm over 8 million. So it's like a 500k chunk for every 2% Pierce. So if you got all 6 blue stars, that's 5% Pierce, you would see, you know, an increase of at least 1 million and change on most of your days. And this goes for basically all of them, even like Cosmic Ghost Rider, because I score about 1.5 to 2 million with Cosmic Ghost Rider when I actually play. If you get more Pierce, you're going to see upwards of 3 million for him. So anyways, without further ado, let's get into the card crafting. We all know the drill here. This is the card that I'm going to be crafting. Let's see how good we can make it. Quick little water break there before we get into the crafting, just so that I can relax. But here we go. Get some hydration here before we start talking. First star is red, and we've got crowd control time. Both bad, not at all what I wanted. But really what I want to see... Oh, we're going to sacrifice these Monsters Unleashed cards. Okay. Hold my hand, Dad. Mom. Next star is red again, and it's max HP. So max HP is very, 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 very good. That's the best stat. Unfortunately, it's not the color that I want. But we're doing this experiment, so as long as 3 out of the next 4 stars are blue, I can just keep that and have the 10% max HP. There we go. First blue star, crowd control time again. Okay, not what I was looking for. Ignore defense would have been nice. Everything else is bad, but I think it's the next... No, it's not the next one. It's the 5th star. The 5th star is really the one that's going to make or break this craft here. Red again, and it's movement speed. I like movement speed. I definitely do. But this card is definitely going to need to be re-rolled if I want to do a 2% Pierce incremental shift, because of the fact that I can no longer... Oh, actually, never mind. I'm dumb. I can still get 2... Yes! Yes! Let's go! Let's go! It's like 2 a.m., so I can't... Well, I usually do yell anyways, but this time I can control myself, and actually, my throat is already kind of scratchy from doing that. That was absolutely perfect. Thank you, RNG gods. That was amazing. Man, my luck on YouTube has been insane. That was the exact stat that I needed and the exact color that I needed. I am blown away. Giggity. All right, last roll here. Imagine we get blue all attack. I'm gonna put it into the universe right now. Universe, that's what I need. Blue all attack. Red energy attack. Okay, that's not going to be good enough, so it's a little bit disappointing, but I'm super duper happy. Man, if these were all blue stars, I know it's a lot to ask, but if it was all blue stars, this card is like half perfect, because I would actually keep the movement speed and the max HP and the cooldown. I actually like 3 of these stats, so dang, it's going to be rough to craft combine this one now, but we definitely have to do it. Problem is, I actually don't have that many crafting cubes left. I only have 3,300. So we're going to be... I don't really want to lock the crowd control time. I think I'm just going to lock the cooldown. It's 50 crystals. I really just want to reroll everything else and see what I get. And we're going to sacrifice the other cable card. Ooh, okay. Let's see what we get. Rolling the dice, baby. We just need 2 blue stars. Don't make them all blue. Okay, we got 2 blue stars. We got all attack. Wow. Okay. So only 2 good stats, all defense and all attack, but really only the 2 blue stars for the testing. But as far as it goes, so for the testing, this is perfect. for my own personal like goals, I would have to basically just re-roll this card again because I want all the colors to be blue, but I also don't like any of these stats. Well, I mean, of course I like the all attack stat, but I mean, it needs to be blue. So I would basically, if I was not doing the testing and I was just going for, you know, max thing, I would just run this right again. But we're gonna settle on this card now. We get the all attack again. So pretty much every time that we've crafted, it's pretty funny. All attack there, all attack there, all attack there. Every time that we've gone up by 2% pierce, we've also gone up by 10% all attack. I think some people will, you know, confuse the two and think that the all attack is like helping so much. It really doesn't help that much. You can test it yourself by trying a 40% leadership, like all attack leadership versus a 50% all attack leadership, or a 30 versus a 45. You're not going to see a huge difference in your damage. It's the exact same thing here with the cards. However, we are now rocking a base 86% all attack. That's huge, which means we're over 100% once you stack on either physical or energy for any given character, at 110% actually for that, which is pretty wild. More importantly, we got that cooldown, baby. We got that cooldown, yeah. So we don't need to worry about skill cooldown Uru anymore. We don't need to worry about any of that goofy stuff. And we can actually go ahead, once we finish the 6% testing, I can move basically immediately to 8% pierce by going ahead and equipping the Luna Snow card, right? We'll be able to do that one. We'll just be able to bang that one on immediately. This one is going to bring its own sort of spike in damage as well, because we don't have the all attack roll. It's actually a physical attack roll, but this card has all attack energy attack. So it's basically a combined 22% all attack increase, which is double what we're used to. The other two stats down here are not good. Lightning resist physical defense, but the proc is nice and it's 7 quality, so I can't complain there. But yeah, for the purpose of testing the pierce, these cards are looking very good. For the purposes of actually keeping these cards, it's going to be so painful to let go of like the all attack here, to let go of the all attack here, and to let go of the all attack here, because I'm going to need these to be blue stars in the future, right? So yeah. But let me know what you guys think of the third crafted, well, the fourth crafted card, but the third equipped crafted card. And let me know how your card crafting is going. I have to get back on the grindstone and play more GBR because I am basically depleted now. Yeah, I'm 25% of the way to my next card craft. But the thing is, that's the last one, right? So I just, oh, actually, it's not the last one. I'm done. What am I saying? Yeah, I'm done. Oh, that's actually a really good way of looking at it. Okay, great. So the reason why I'm saying I'm done is because I've already pre-crafted White Fox and Luna Snow. White Fox is obviously a little bit too much of a power jump with the 5% pierce, but the White Fox card, yeah. But these two cards are crafted. So the plan is to equip these two and get rid of Black Widow and Loki. So what I'm basically saying is, from now on, when I see my card crafting cubes that I have, the 2600, all I need to do, or the way that I should perceive it, is I divide that by 750. And that's the number of rerolls that I have if I want to do craft combines, assuming that I have enough spare premium cards, right? So I can do 3.5 rerolls at this point in time with those 2,600, which is not a lot. Not a lot at all. I kind of wish I could swap those reforging cubes, because I have 7,000 of those. Really wish I could just swap those all for 2,600 of these bad boys and get to 10,000. That would be amazing. But yeah, so I'm actually done. I'm actually done with the regular crafting from 0 stars to 6 stars crafted, because each one of those costs 10k. It's actually a little bit more than 10k of those crafting cubes per. Now all I have to do is sort of perfect these cards. But in order to do that, I'm gonna need a lot of spare premium cards because of the craft combine, right? I have how many here? Well, I have 10. But I only have enough rolls for 3 anyways. So I have more cards than I have crafting cubes. So I just have to get to the grindstone and play GBR like crazy. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Can't wait to do this testing and see what it unlocks. We may also start at 6 or 8% pierce. We may start swapping rages for judgments on certain characters like Ghost Rider, Luna Snow, to see if judgment with the chain hit damage can synergize more with the pierce to the point where it actually out DPSs, right? It outpaces a rage, and that'll be really cool to find out where that breaking point is, right? Like, oh, rage is better than judgment with no pierce, with 2% Pierce, with 4% Pierce, with 6. Oh, but once you hit 8% Pierce, then Judgment is actually better than Rage for these elemental characters, right? We're going to find that point where it swaps from Rage to Judgment, and then that'll be super helpful for you guys that have spare Judgments and haven't been able to get Rages, because for the longest time, Rage was the most popular and best CTP for basically every character. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.